been looking forward to us having a good heckin' time and dealing with some toxic Yuri. I don't know how to explain. I've been looking forward to the toxic Yuri all week.
I love that's exactly where like OBS decided to cut in.
Wonderful. That's a great opening.
Yeah, you know what? Good. I've been looking, and it's true. I've been looking forward to the toxic Yuri all week.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Yeah, no, this is the perfect stream to start Pride for us.
Happy Pride. We have gay people.
Yeah, I think you need that for Pride.
That's a small requirement.
All right, catching up on everybody on what we found out last week. We basically confirmed that Sosuke is the Little Lord. He was kidnapped as a baby after his dad, basically nuked out the entirety of the Blue Bloods younger line and decided to keep a baby for hostage situations.
Yeah, I think Juan's right. I think we have gay people, unless we get something better, will be the title for the episode.
We have trans people. Oh, wait.
I mean, probably. We haven't checked anyone's bio deeper than just the phone card.
Sweat services.
I do know one.
Oh?
But it's one of the it's only kind of revealed in one of the side interview things that Sarah does.
Also, wait, we forgot.
Right?
Maybe I shouldn't say this on screen. Wait a minute, Sarah. Maybe time out. Maybe we shouldn't say this on stream. We do have a trans person. We've already met them. They didn't last long.
Oh.
Creek is trans, right?
No, I believe Creek was just non-binary.
That's trans, Vaughn!
Oh!
Non-binary people are trans!
Well, we learn something new every Pride.
We had trans people. Ellipses. Alright, I'm gonna stop digging my own grave. I'm just gonna put the shovel down. It's fine.
Alright, let's hop back in. Though I have also
really quickly, I'm so sorry, didn't it get revealed that like the whole thing about the Little Lord was like a fucking conspiracy and it wasn't real to begin with?
Kind of. So the idea was that the Little Lord, because all the Blue Bloods finances were locked behind genetic coding, basically, that only the younger generation could access. The Daisuke killed all the young ones, but kept Sosuke for A, hostage situation, but also B, there is now, he built the rumor of the Little Lord saying like, hey, there's one that survived, you gotta find him. And so the Blue Bloods were more focused on trying to find that to get their old fortune rather than picking away at his.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, he did a much more evil version of the One Piece.
I hate that that's not wrong.
I remember. We had to come back in to find out. So who hired us? Hello.
And more that Morgan figured out, oh yeah, that's Makoto's mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
Is it safe to assume that everyone in your family has severe trust issues?
Well, this is a mafia, so...
I was about to say.
I have no issues with trust myself. But as you've seen, the house has very particular preferences when it comes to information siloing.
Good job at noticing siloing off the bat.
Hell yeah. Look, this game has
what?
tripped me up a few times. I've learned to quickly read first and then psycho.
Fancy words. You could have just told me who you are.
I told you my name and my position in the house. Is it relevant that I'm married? That I'm a mother? Should I be flattered?
You told me you work for Aurea Holdings. You didn't mention you're at least the second most powerful member of the house.
If I had to tell people that, it wouldn't really be true, now would it?
You could have told me your relation to Sousuke. He guarded you every day of your life up until you were...
19.
19! He's your goddamn brother. So that message you wanted me to pass along? If you see a way out, take it. You wanted him to try to make a deal with the Blue Bloods to get out from under the house.
If Sosuke merely gave them what they wanted, I'm sure there would be dozens of blue bloods ready to confess to the crimes he is accused of.
So you know. You knew. And if you thought you could parse the message, that means Sousuke.
He's not an unintelligent man. Merely stubborn about all the most frustrating things.
We'll leave Sousuke for last. Alright, let's start with her. You were the heir apparent until Makoto was born. All that time, Sousuke was your bodyguard.
And driver. And poison taster, though that would most often entail me giving him concoctions to try. But his assignment actually ended when I married.
Subtracting Makoto's age, that had to have been over a decade ago. So, he joined the military the moment he didn't have to shadow you anymore. And after he got back, he has to become the Hound. Guy must really hate guard duty.
He must.
Well, now we know that, like, part of his job was just tasting whatever shit she would mix up. Like, I just imagine her doing, like, the kid thing of, like, making a potion out of sand and glitter, and just be like, here, Sousuke, try it. Back up a moment. Your father didn't want me uncovering Sousuke's parentage. Most likely because he didn't want Sousuke to know the strength of his own bargaining position. But you told me to pass Sousuke a message that he'd only understand if he already knew who his parents were. So how long has he known? And how long have you known he's known? And also about the known unknowns.
And do you have any unknowns? Seriously, I need some for trade. I'm missing, like, a Q.
And when did Daisuke cease knowing who knows what?
Around the time Sousuke left for the military.
Hell of a thing to find out on your hell of a thing to find out at your entrance physical.
Oh, I bet. It was before he left for the military, actually.
Did that influence his decision?
Sousuke finds out that he could be the richest man in the city, and then he wants to risk dying in a battle. Quite the guilty class conscience.
Hooray! I did the thing!
I don't know exactly what did or didn't influence his decision to join the military back then. You'd have to ask him.
Also, welcome, Jake, and yeah, feel free to lurk. This stream is mostly just for everyone to have fun. What did the Blue Bloods want from Sousuke precisely? A blood donation?
One sample will not suffice. They need to be able to validate their accounts whenever called for.
Daily blood donations, then. I hope they stocked up on orange juice.
Damn, imagine you had to prick your finger every single time you made a transaction on your debit card.
Something blood bank.
Actually, you know what? Capitalism's probably heading that way anyway.
Something blood bank.
I told you, the old guard want to become nobility. How do they cement alliances amongst the aristocracy of old?
They want Sousuke to marry? but the old guard are old.
Sosuke's already got as much blue in his veins as they could ask for. They don't need him to marry into them, they need him to marry into power.
Not the worst thing to have to ask of you.
Have you ever been in an arranged marriage?
Isn't that what this is?
Don't call it a gift. I apologize for any gaps in knowledge you've had to work around. But hopefully you now understand how delicate of a situation you found yourself in.
No, I think I figured that one out around the assassination attempt. Yeah, I can smell the explosiveness and hear the fuses sizzling.
Oh,
I
you
just don't
get
get why
shot
no-
once and you cry about it. Sorry, I was making a joke.
No, I was too busy laughing myself. This is a group. So many of the characters in this game are very much of the type of, oh, you got shot once, walk it off. I just don't get why no one's gone over to stomp them out.
I was muted. Oh no. Sorry.
All good.
If Sosuke's known this whole time why the Blue Bloods wanted to capture him, why didn't he tell us?
Because as a stubborn man working for a highly secretive family, that I get. Also his martyr complex, Sarah, you keep forgetting about that. What I don't get is why he didn't defect the moment he learned the truth.
Who knows? Oh, sorry. You'll have to work out the rest with him. I've given you all the aid my position allows.
I suppose it was kind of you to share information with us at all. Being in charge of the legitimate side of your family, you don't have any connection with this incident yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah. No connection with this incident? That's not quite accurate.
Pardon?
You do have a connection to this case, even if you yourself don't realize it. I found a note by the body of the Blue Blood who took Sosuke captive. It read, Im Ikaria.
This was one of the men who attacked my son? I'd imagine a note with his name is the least of what you found.
They've never been after your son, not once. It's always been about capturing Sosuke, and Makoto's just been in the crossfire.
Which Sosuke knows, which explains his reluctance to accept responsibility of guarding Makoto.
So, I seriously doubt this dead man was interested in Makoto and Ikaria. Makoto Ikaria. Mire Ikaria, however,
Has no relation to the world that dead man lived in. That was decided the day she was born.
but you do have a relationship to Rinnegan. Makoto mentioned your family was given one seat on the board as a show of respect. I take it that's a deception too? You may have let Rinnegan go public, but you've never given up control of it. The rest of the board must be your family's puppets. But that doesn't matter. What matters is Rinnegan makes and the prices it charge.
I'm looking at this purple and I'm like,
The word at the end there is metformin.
Metformin. Thanks. Rinnegan is best known for the patenting of metformin. Metformulin.
A patent which expired years ago. Plenty of other companies making it now.
And yet the price hasn't gone down.
The invisible hand sets the price where it will.
Sure, but this is your invisible hand. A normal corporation can strong-arm its competitors into keeping prices high. That'd be operating as a cartel. But the reincarnation of the Icaria drug cartel would know exactly how to go about that without getting caught.
If that were true, it'd be much easier than you make it out to be. The right email signature, the right package delivered to the right address, the right look. These executive types scare easy when the perceived threat is anything bordering on the physical. Of course, it helps that in the end result, we all profit immensely. But yes, metformulin is very lucrative. What of it?
That dead man, Creek, had a brother with expensive tuition and a TAD.
Type 2, abnormal diabetes?
He'll need metformulin for the rest of his life.
Then he really ought to choose the proper insurance plan, don't you think?
I don't get the impression that family member coverage is a benefit of the Blue Blood offer.
I suppose even the Mob Act has its limits. Yes, one could find the name of M. Icaria in relation to the Rennigan board, if they looked hard enough. So you think this Creek individual was going to threaten me? Come up to me on the street with a knife, a gun? He wouldn't get within 100 meters.
I don't doubt that. Now the rest of this is speculation, but he might have just wanted to contact you.
That would have been even less likely to succeed.
So you truly don't care that his brother needs this medicine? Sousuke is like a brother to you, and you've gone out of your way to try to help him even when you stand to gain nothing from it.
Yes, but I wouldn't expect my enemies to be impressed by the effort.
How would you feel if they laughed at your effort?
My apologies, new android, still adapting to conversation.
You know what we sold back before Rennigan? Before the facade of nobility, back when we were a Icaria cartel?
Drugs, mostly Nirvana, but I'm sure you had a whole business.
Oh no, Nirvana was a Blue Blood creation.
Oh, fair. Oh yeah, you're right, that's what they muscled in on. Opioids?
Yes, it was still illegal back then. But not for everyone. Take the exact same compounds, put them in an extended release pill, and sell it at the pharmacy. And that's just pain management. It's all the same poison, equally addictive whether you get it from a dealer or doctor.
Looking over at the several bottles of, like, ibuprofen and other assorted things on my desk. Oof.
Have you ever seen someone go through opioid withdrawal? Like taking a wine opener to your stomach for 7 days straight, they testified. Pain like that eats people alive, slowly, and replaces them with something unrecognizable. A loving parent would steal from their own child if they thought it could buy them release from that kind of pain. Painkillers. What a joke.
Does Rennigan produce painkillers?
No, we do not. People die if they don't get the medicine they need, and I'm sure their family mourns them.
I
People
really
die
thought that
when
was
they are
gonna.
killed.
You beat me to it.
But addicts die a little more every day of their life, until the day they finally fade out forever. And their family feels disgusted with themselves for breathing a sigh of relief. Plenty of kinds of evil in this world, little girl. Plenty to choose from. For real people like us, if you don't choose, the choice is made for you.
I feel like that look from Sarah's like she wants to say like several things, but this is one of the few people who's actually like treated her like a real person, so she's conflicted.
Interesting to note that Mirai does address her as a little girl. Like, between all the other interactions people have had with Sarah, it's like, huh, interesting. Now wipe that look off your face and access the following address. Renegade.main.financing.prescriptionfinancingoptions.outofpocket.apply.
.co.uk.
You have that memorized? But the portal is.
Not listed or linked to anywhere on the site, I know, but it still works fine. By law, we have to have it, but we can't be blamed if the website is poorly designed. Damn. That's a special kind of evil of fucking up your website so that they can't even find the easy way to help themselves. If you know any despondent crybaby college students looking for coupons to help pay for medication, they might want to start there.
Damn.
Thank you.
We actually got an achievement for that, for actually figuring out the connection there.
Yeah,
Nice.
apparently the note with Amikaria was a missable item.
Oh.
So if you didn't catch that, then yeah.
Nice. Look at us.
Don't
doing good.
thank me. Don't. I can't stand it. Just save Sosuke's life.
Don't know how you pulled that off.
They do consistently refer to themselves as a house. Perhaps they simply value family more than you think.
No, they probably do that because they always win.
Aha.
I'm more surprised Morgan did make a reference to that, but I feel like she was probably holding it in too.
Well, she already kind of made that reference in the first game, but that's specifically the corporations that are the house.
Mm.
Like, in Morgan's mind, the corporations are, like, the top power. Oh boy, me again.
So, where should we begin?
What do you mean? I'm afraid I don't have anything new to tell you.
Well, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, no, I just love the we watched the light die in Morgan's eyes when he said that.
Sorry, I couldn't resist it.
Oh, it's
You good? Stubborn about all the most frustrating things, was it? I'm your lawyer, Sosuke. We're sworn to always do what's best for our clients, their rights, and their privacy. To
And
an
their
extent that...
wrongs.
Especially their wrongs. I should tell you about the conversation I had with your quote-unquote father, but then again, I can't. Client patient. To an extent that many consider extreme, we are unable to disclose incriminating or otherwise problematic information that our clients give to us. No matter the circumstances. This whole system is designed to benefit the defendant. So it really upsets me when I find out my clients are lying to me about vital information that could help me save their lives.
If you're troubled by the nature of my work as the Hound,
You're adopted.
yes, from the Hayakawa.
That's bullshit. You know it. I know it. And people whose opinion you respect know it. I would start naming names, but unfortunately this room is being monitored.
Actually, I don't think these are. Like, I think the, one of the few, this is me with some knowledge of the law that I know, interrogation rooms don't usually have some kind of, tap or bugging unless it's, like, out in the open, like a tape recorder or an active camera.
Pause, unless someone's doing something shady.
Mm-hmm. Remember, most
There
interrogation...
are a couple of known cases, and part of the reason why that is a known thing where they're keywords supposed to have them present is because of multiple cases in which cops just did that trademarked.
Yep.
The reality is, technically speaking, there are no laws. Like, there might be specific policies, there might be, you know, ordinances and whatnot. There are no federal laws that dictate that cops cannot just record in an interrogation room. And there's a historical precedent of that being an issue, where it has come up in court multiple times where something that was supposed to be not recorded or off the record had been recorded illegally or without the consent of the represented individual.
Yeah,
Good to know.
And plus, even then, they still, every one of those interrogation rooms always has a two-way, like, mirror in it, so you never know who's listening to the conversation anyway.
Unless, of course, they don't use a proper interrogation room, which just sometimes does happen. It depends on the circumstances, and it depends on the police force.
Ah.
For a little bit of context, and honestly, if anyone wants a book recommendation, I have one for you. But when I was teaching forensic linguistics, that was actually a thing that we openly talked about, was like the usage of recordings. Everything from cops using recordings to like recordings as evidence submitted by either defendants or prosecution.
Neat. I would also say, just why don't you give the book recommendation anyway, because someone probably will find that useful.
Yeah. I might wait until we go to break, because I'm gonna have to go run and grab it out of my bookshelf. But
Oh, yeah, no,
I
totally.
can do that. I can do that.
Oh, yeah, no problem. All members of the military have extensive DNA samples on record. If I subpoena...
All right, stop. Just stop.
Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you this earlier, Sarah, but one of the kryptonite words of all organized crime is subpoena.
Does the military keep all its members' DNA on record?
I don't know. Probably, right?
Yes, I know what you're referring to. Even before I knew, I did wonder.
If you've known about your real family for more than a decade, why haven't you ever...
Because it doesn't matter.
Try telling that to the Blue Bloods. They've been risking a gang war for over a year trying to get to you.
That's their choice. It has nothing to do with me.
How can you... I'm appalled, Sousuke. How could a brave soldier serving the House of Icaria allow violence to continue when he knows he could stop it?
A worthy attempt, Counselor.
Sorry. Guess I'm not used to having to persuade people to act in their own best interests. Or that of their family.
Family. The Acadia raised me, fed me, taught me to read, write, walk. They gave me a home, a purpose.
They're using you.
They need me.
Oh. They've got a funny way of showing it.
I owe everything to them and nothing to the dead.
They're only dead because the man you call a father murdered them.
He did that a long time ago to people I've never met. You'll have to forgive me if I'm short on empathy for complete strangers.
Damn.
Aunts, uncles, cousins, parents, siblings. You can't call them complete strangers, Sousuke.
Can't I? The Acadia are my family. Nothing will change that. Nothing ever could.
Let's test that.
Pardon?
Honestly, if we had that, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The state thinks you murdered a cop. They'll make sure no one ever thinks of following your example. Let me repeat that. The full brunt of the police state is about to fall directly on the back of your neck. Hammer. Nail.
I'm not afraid of prison.
It's not about prison, homie.
You ever been in one?
What? No,
They shave you.
What?
When you're convicted, they shave you. For hygiene. It's not for hygiene.
Are you talking about that virtual work release thing? Do they fit you for skull caps?
Not right away. They don't do that to people. Put a man in chains, strip him naked, sew his mouth shut, he'll still recognize himself in the mirror. He's still a person. But shave his head, give him a uniform, make him sit in the dark with 500 others who've been treated the same. He starts to forget. Forget that he's a person. After you're so bored you're seeing constellations in concrete, and after you're scratching your skin raw just to feel something new, that's when they ask if you'd like a job. After people stop being people.
How could you even know any of that?
I'm a defense attorney, Sousuke. Who else gets to see inside of a prison and walk away afterwards? Makoto sent me himself, so you never actually took your one phone call, did you? Take my phone and call Hannah Kim. The Blue Bloods will volunteer a fall guy to confess to these crimes, and you'll walk free. After which, you'll become one of the richest men in the city overnight!
That's not...
If you're at all curious, I've done some calculations to estimate the extent of your familial holdings. The number is quite remarkable. Though I suppose I haven't taken taxes into account.
So real.
No one's asking you to abandon the Icaria. You could become their greatest ally. Together, your families would.
I know exactly what would happen if I made that deal. I won't do it.
Why the hell not?
Why not, Sousuke?
You're forgetting a few small details involved in this process. Namely, disowning the people who raised me my entire life. And claiming myself before the world as the son of people I've been fighting since I was a teenager. How shameless do you think I am? Daisuke, the man who raised me like his own son, and in return I can't throw away the name he gave me just for goddamn money.
Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons. And they will follow you into the deepest valley. Is that it? You would rather rot in prison as an Icaria, then?
Then live in luxury as a blue blood? Gladly. This is my answer, Morgan. If you try to use my parentage in the trial tomorrow, I'll dismiss you as my counsel. And change my plea to guilty.
If that's your answer. Then that's your answer. You're the client. What you say goes.
Right?
So if you somehow last another night without the cops smothering... so you somehow manage to last another night without the cops smothering in your sleep, we'll need some kind of strategy when we go into court tomorrow.
Of course we will. And what are your thoughts on the matter?
I might have found a window of opportunity, and not one to jump out of. I already know how you think. A chance that someone other than you had the means, motive, and opportunity to commit these crimes. Have you remembered anything else about your captivity?
Maybe. If we go over it again and I extrapolate somewhat, or a lot.
We'll need to be prepared. You're going to be called to the stand tomorrow.
All I need to do is keep silent, right?
You better not. I'll be the one asking the questions.
You're going to call him to testify?
What do you expect me to say up there?
I want you to tell the truth, of course. I want you to tell the court exactly how you were set free. Alright, you good taking another night shift? He's infuriating, but I'd rather he didn't get shanked at the moment.
Of course. Detective London will be back shortly, and I'll make sure Sousuke's monitored all night.
What is it? You're going to ask me to explain his decision? Because I'm done trying at this point.
I don't think his decision is that confusing. He wants to be loyal to the people who've shown loyalty to him.
Shown loyalty. Do you need a microscope to see it? You spot any members of the noble house Icaria around here? Are they hiding under a box somewhere?
The people who've shown loyalty to him historically. His decision doesn't confuse me, but his choice of words. He considers the Icaria his true family, yet he again spoke of a debt to them. That seemed odd to me. What do you think?
I don't know.
Do they really shave everyone in prison? Or was that another bluff?
Not everyone, no. Only everyone who can't pay the fees.
Ah.
A good puzzle feels satisfying to complete. Like a good story, it maintains its appeal even when viewed in hindsight. A bad puzzle doesn't make sense after you finish it.
Danganronpa.
You said it, not me. The picture's there, but it's muddled, vague. And you feel like an idiot for bothering to piece it together.
Mm-hmm.
Sousuke Icaria, Sousuke Icaria is that kind of puzzle. I fit every edge to every edge just so. But the result wasn't satisfying. an infuriating client to cap off a frustrating case. Having to keep track of what the cops know, what the Blue Bloods know, what the Ikari are hiding, what Emma's thinking. What I've learned, what I know to be true, what I can prove, and what I can actually say. And even after all that, getting kneecapped when my client refuses to play his best cards. I want to clear my head. Or maybe empty it. Oh, okay, we get to actually mess around in here for once. Okay. I'm trying to imagine Morgan baking anything. Watch. Look. We were just looking. Okay, so we got watch, look, or bake. Unless I'm missing something.
I mean, you picked bake. You were most interested in bake, so let's take a crack at it.
All right. I'm not hungry. Baking is satisfying. Applied chemistry, which is just applied math.
Oh, of course she sees it like that.
But the cleanup isn't fun. And when I don't have a neighbor I'm trying to butter up or a client to visit, everything just sits in my freezer until I end up throwing it out. Sarah seems to shovel it all down without complaint, but she's not here now. But I am saving money on a garbage disposal. When I was still slaving away in that witch's office, I never wanted for hungry mouths. Coworkers will eat anything you leave out in a break room.
Hell yeah.
If I ever get truly desperate to hide evidence, I'll just bake it into a pie and find an office birthday to crash.
Oh my god.
It'll be gone without a trace in minutes.
Morgan, what the fuck?
I mean, she is terrible. I
Yeah.
don't know what you expected. She is...
I know, but that's just like a new one. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Man, fucking Sweeney Todd up in here.
Yeah.
She does kill for fun.
Oh god, would
Alright,
that make Emma hit? Would that make Emma Morgan's Mrs. Lovett?
By process of elimination.
And Sarah's her Toby?
So Sarah is absolutely Toby. No, there's much to discuss here because the first thing that we have to identify is whether or not Emma is working towards or against the same ends as Morgan. Because if they're working towards the same ends, yes, absolutely, she's Mrs. Lovett. If they're not working towards the same ends, if they are going in totally different directions, nope, that's Mrs. Todd. Because
Damn.
here's the thing, both Mrs. Todd, sorry for spoilers if y'all haven't seen it, both Mrs. Todd and Mrs. Lovett, or Ms. Lovett, are both axed at the end of that musical. By the same methods. So the difference is not relationship to Sweeney, it's function in the narrative.
I
God,
feel like
where's that fan art?
I mean, we might have
Sorry,
spoken
did I
into the
ruin it?
world.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's just very, very funny. Like I knew the musical. I watched the movie version.
That's fair. Helena Bonham Carter does a great job.
Also, Morgan would kill that whole Victorian barber look.
Oh, 100%.
Not in the mood for people watching. Sometimes if I let my eyes unfocus, the masses of foot traffic on the streets below meld into one dark amoeba, curling slightly at the edges as it squirms along the petri dish of the world around me. Its edges lost beyond the horizon, which can be zen in its own way. I'm guessing that's what people see in ant farms, but I wouldn't know. Who the hell would want more insects crawling around their house? I now feel like I really want all the different layers of Morgan's view on different pets. don't
I
feel like finding.
she'd have a really high view of cats to a point. I think she'd hate dogs.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely would
remember
hate dogs.
I remember from the first game, Morgan and Sarah encountered a dog, and Morgan didn't like treat it with hostility or anything. She just said like the dog's barking at you because you're a robot. Just let it ease up.
I more so mean like in a sense of taking care of it.
And taking care of it, nah, she definitely wouldn't have a dog because she's already annoyed having to take care of Sarah, who's basically a
Right.
golden retriever.
Right. You understand. You understand exactly the angle I'm going for here.
If anything, she strikes me more of a snake mom.
Except now, so here's the thing. Snakes and lizards have a lot. They are high maintenance. They're high maintenance. Despite the fact that they will fuck off and do their own thing, they are incredibly high maintenance. So I can see her having the issue of like, I would love them in theory. However, too much work.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely see your logic there, but then my mind goes to she wouldn't mind like feeding like frozen rats or anything like that. She'd just or be affronted by the cost of it.
I was thinking cost in the tank.
Yeah.
Upkeep of the tank is the big thing. Like,
unless someone else decides to set it up and get the process going, she's not gonna do it herself.
Yeah.
Now I just feel like by the end of this episode, we possibly are going to get a pet that like Sarah adopts.
Oh, I immediately thought like, you know what? That's what Sarah's for. Sarah builds the tank. Sarah gets the rats and everything. Morgan
Sarah's
just
the one
sits there
who
and
does
looks
all
at
the work.
Yeah.
Morgan stares at it.
I don't feel like finding something to stream. Mood. Sarah messed up all my recommendations anyway. My home pages used to be great, tuned to a T. I get closed-circuit footage of industrial machine accidents and gun disassemblies with no commentary in the title.
Oh, you definitely listen to mechanical ASMR.
Mm-hmm. Now it's all street workout videos and film director tier lists. If the end result is my internet history looks a little more random to an outsider, I guess I can forgive it. But if she ever gets me added to a mailing list for diet supplements, I'm fully revoking her net access. I'm fully revoking her.
I mean...
This is pointless. Might as well close my eyes and wait. Even staring daggers into the back of my own eyelids would do more good than this. Whatever this is.
Hey, cool kid. If you go to jail for starting this pyramid scheme, damn it, mouth. If you go to jail for starting this pyramid scheme of an extracurricular activity, does that help or hurt your chances of becoming a lawyer?
Hello?
You're trying to recruit members because if you don't hit critical mass, this all falls apart. It's exactly like a pyramid scheme. Well, I don't know what I can give you Well, I don't know that I can give you advice since I'm only a member on paper, but if you want to start a club for solving mysteries, then maybe you should, solve one first.
I first thought she was going to recommend maybe you should make a mystery. And that's how Morgan got started all the way.
I don't know. Ask questions. Talk to people, I guess. Record what they say. Take notes and think hard.
God forbid.
Oh, you never know. You can be pretty persuasive. Or at least entertaining. I mean, I'm still sitting here for some reason, right?
Guess I fell asleep after all. Still dark out, though. What time is it? 5 in the morning? It's 9:40 on my phone.
Oh, fuck. I've been there. I hate that.
I slept for 30 minutes. That's it. What the hell's going on with me today? Am I really about to give up and start scrolling on my phone? I should check my temperature. There might be something wrong with me. Don't feel like I'm gonna find the thermometer. How about a bet? 300 says the first article that pops up is an advertisement. There's always good news every night. Beloved school janitor given dance-off salute by students after having to postpone retirement for third time.
Ugh.
Double or nothing. Federal investigators recovered Denning's girl. Well, congrats on no longer being kidnapped. But you just cost me 600, you little shit.
Federal investigators recovered Denning's girl. Nation rejoices tonight as daughter of renowned philanthropist Joseph Dennings has been confirmed home safe and sound thanks to the efforts of federal investigators spearheaded by a playbook that applies old techniques to tackle new challenges. Yada 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 yada. Dennings' vision for bringing advertising to the front line with heads-up displayed services cracked open the previously uncharted market of active duty armed forces members, serving them relevant, relatable, automatically generated content that informed them about the products they wanted, waiting for them on their doorstep when they got home. Oh, goody! AI ads for deployed soldiers. That's great.
What if? Hear me out. No.
God, please. But tragedy struck earlier this week when his daughter was kidnapped on her way home from school in an attack investigators described as meticulously planned and flawlessly executed. Which attackers contacted Denning's family. For his daughter, Dennings is not a lesser man. Those first 24 hours are essential and we need every minute we get. Blah, blah, blah. Investigators sprang into action, of course, but here the story takes a curious turn. Instead of searching the map for the young Dennings girl, they mapped out the psychology of the kidnappers themselves. We wouldn't really describe this as a terrorist act, but the sick, twisted terrorists who committed this atrocity did do us the favor of communicating openly and often. For there, the way they spoke, words they chose, we started to narrow down their possible backgrounds, then we revisited the crime scene. Carrying out the attack, a so-called quartet formation considered the signature of the military's elite hostage retrieval squad. Oh. Anyone can read a handbook to try to copy what they've seen in military scenes, but this was carried out without so much as a shot fired. Skills like that, unfortunately, for those suspects are as unique as fingerprints. We have warrant search all for suspects' homes within the hour. Possible relationship between Mr. Denning's past work and the suspect's military backgrounds. Chief investigator avoided the mudslinging with a succinct reply of no comment. Dennings and business associates have no bearing on the value of his daughter's life, which I'm glad to say. Thank the efforts of the brave young investigators to my left. The Special Investigator Ayase, Technical Analyst Solkov, Special Agent Greenfield, and Special Agent Beckham. Together they... Are you as infuriated as we are by anti-authority, outside actor, anarchist, inciting anxiety on our city streets anonymously? Join us in our push to make all internet searches tied directly to citizens' tax return ID. Sign up below and we'll direct you on how to help. Sorry, I do not want my Google search showing up in my TurboTax submission.
How's that for long odds?
I was gonna say the worst part is you say that, and yet I could fully see like Google trying to, especially with what they're currently doing now. I could fully see that being like the move.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Screams.
What are the chances I see that name? Perfect timing, actually. Maybe chewing out Mireille for keeping me in the dark is just the nightcap I needed. That woman was like a black cat. Someone interrupted her fucking noir monologue. Hang on, that knock sounds like Mireille. That knock doesn't sound like Mireille.
Oh, I know who this is.
Oh, is it one of the ones we picked?
Oh, I recognize the color.
Ah, okay. That voice almost sounds like...
Turn up already, you little shit!
I better check the door cam. Oh!
Hey.
Okay! I didn't think that this was the toxic we were gonna get, but okay.
We like polyamory in this house.
Detective, is that you?
Open up.
Pardon?
Then open up.
Oh, she's trying. Hang on, are you?
Yes.
Don't pretend you can't hear me, you little creep cave, you little creep.
Detective Reyes, are you?
Drunk? Yes. No. It's a crime for you to ask me that. Oh. I could just wave my badge to hello to the door cam.
And my door just unlocks like that. That cannot be legal.
Oh, it's not legal.
What?
Oh, wait, what model door is it? Oh, yeah, this model of door in this city zoning is illegal for me to chuck your door like that.
Okay, I love this new sprite for her. Guess Han had a point. Needing to make spare keys is a fair trade-off to avoid this bullshit.
Hey, since you just invited me in,
I did not.
here I am, above the book. What's happening right now? Why is your ceiling all the way up there? Who'd you kill to get a place this huge?
You
Didn't
know, she
question,
just did it.
unfortunately.
No, I just love that. That totally is the look of Morgan being like, I'm not telling you who.
What do you even do that gives us much space? Hang from the rafters like a bat? Echo! Echo, echo.
Detective, this is absurd. Does anyone know you're... Does anyone even know you're here?
Morgan, no! What? Oh, let me check. Detective Reyes, badge number 10806, reporting on all channels. Self-assignment, protective surveillance of suspected criminal target. Threat assessed as medium to low. Target capabilities. Not a threat to self or others. Reporting in from... Oh, what's your address?
Do not dox me to every cop in the city, Reyes.
Reporting in from address withheld. Any copies? Over.
The fact you could go through all of that without slurring is actually impressive. Copy.
Copy. Cam saw you entering the building.
Copy. Reading your biometer. Sorry.
I was gonna jump in because I haven't read in a minute. Sorry.
You'll get the next
Here
one.
you go.
We've got you. 10806. Have a quiet night.
Are you finished?
Hey, where's the snowball?
What? She waves her hand in a rough approximation of something cloud-shaped.
Snowball, porcuball, matchable.
Sarah's doing a job.
A likely story. You probably make her sleep in a coffin in the parking garage.
Okay, I kind of want to, like, find all of the, like, sprites of this version of Reyes.
What would
Going
you do
off
with
Dave...
them?
I don't know, but they're funny as hell.
Whenever part 3 comes up, we can just like randomly scatter them throughout the thumbnails.
Amazing.
Going off of David's setup, she might be more comfortable if I did.
Is this booze?
That's water.
Yeah, God.
Can I do something for you this evening, detective? Or did you come here just to critique my interior decorating and knock shit over?
Oh, this is MTV Cribs, bitch. I'm gonna roast everything. I came here because I'm drunk, and I'm drunk because you're in danger.
First of all, what does this look like? Tommy Tallarico's house?
No, the other way around. Oh, we're in H. Bomber Guy's house. Damn. I drank because I was pissed and Cass and everyone else told me to go home. Even though he shot a guy only a few hours ago, I'm the one who's too emotional and too useless.
Oh no, we've hit the sad drunk phase.
So I came here to catch a bad guy. Because you are defending that cop killer.
Uh-huh. I'm debating if whether leaving you alive or killing you would actually be more beneficial, and I'm pretty sure you won't remember me saying any of this.
There's also an orca killer. A whale cop killer. Killer whale cop.
Coming this summer to theaters.
Every goddamn idiot in the city wants to shoot him. And also you, because you're his stinking lawyer.
Thanks.
And I'm a cop. Cops are supposed to protect people. Even stinky lawyers.
Thanks.
So I'll park myself right here and catch the next assassin they send after you.
Amazing.
Then lock him up and throw away the key.
Well, right now you'd actually be beneficial in the fact that you're probably a good meat shield.
And if I accidentally save your life too, that's okay.
Accidentally, she says.
Even if you don't deserve it.
You could have just stopped talking.
I could stop talking easy. Do you really not have anything to drink?
I'm not sure I want to drink with you, Detective.
Who invited you? You're the host. Do whatever, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And where the hell's the screw top?
If I have to host a drunk Detective Reyes for the rest of the night, as I evidently do, suppose I needn't force myself to go through the ordeal sober. I'll get a bottle opener, Detective.
Oh, shit.
I said I'll get it!
Wait. This is the best part of the vid, where he breaks down the horsepower. Oh my god, they're watching Top Gear clips. For years, I all abided by this gentleman's agreement, where their engines would have horsepower capped at 270 or so. To avoid this, like, arms race of engineering in a country with such huge street racing scene.
Right.
But the crazy part is, it was only ever on paper. They were building and selling cars with 300 plus horsepower.
What a nerd.
And they all just listed the horsepower as 270 domestically.
Yeah.
And God, everybody knew it. I mean, they were selling the same car with the same engine, with the same goddamn torque rating in 2 different countries, and they were saying, oh, I don't know, I think it's only 276.
That's crazy.
I was born in the wrong generation. I'll die without ever even knowing what gasoline smells like.
Gasoline is odorless.
Huh?
It's odorless. They had a strong smell during refinement so that the leaks could be even noticeable.
That's natural gas, you dummy. Scared me for a second. Jeez. If you're gonna try and ruin something for me that I never even had the chance of experiencing, yeah, I better get it right.
Noted for later. You gave me this offer.
I know the difference between gas and gasoline.
So, you know Chopin?
So you knew Chopin? God. We dated, okay? Happy?
What? I wouldn't have guessed that.
Oh, I believe it. With how straight-laced that bastard was.
For how long?
Once. Which is not a lot. Duh, I know. It's such a shitty date. Wore his uniform. Like I was supposed to salute. Thank God he was cheap. I said, would you tip the bartender? And he got all confused. He just handed me 2 cans. Why would I tip? Because you tipped the goddamn bartender, man. That's why. You can always tell when someone grew up with money. Maybe they just can't hide it. Maybe none of them ever learned the decency to try. Rockford's not so bad. I mean, it's obvious still, but the airhead pet part kind of offsets it.
Yeah, that's... What do you mean? Emma comes from money?
Guess even you can tell a joke. Worst date I'd ever been on. Waitress looked like she was gonna stab him. You think he was allergic to salt with all the nitpicking he did. And then he has the balls to tip 10%.
That is bad.
Oh, what do you know? You probably would have been on a date. You probably haven't been on a date since the 60s.
How old do you think I am? I was talking about the tip.
What tip? Oh, the tip. Well, yeah, but still. Do you even have a dating profile? Or do you just hang around funeral homes and castles and shit, looking for other creatures of the night? I love that Reyes just thinks that Morgan's a fucking vampire.
I was about to say, I was about to do the whole thing. Reyes, legitimately, do you think I'm a vampire? I understand. I understand. I dress like a World of Darkness character, but still, I don't have a dating profile. You met Chopin through the app?
Yeah, a dating app for cops.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Ugh.
There's a dating app for cops? Is there a direct correlation to how much domestic violence goes through just that app?
Yeah, just for cops. Just for all.
Why is it called Just for All if it's for cops?
It's a
Oh, it's a pun. Well, not really a pun. Wordplay. This is why you get me, Morgan.
play on words for justice for all. A cop catchphrase. We say it all the time when we catch people.
That's a motto.
There's an app for everyone. For even lawyers with sun allergies.
I don't think there's an app for me.
Hang on, let me project a hologram of the world's smallest violin out of my eye socket. Apps suck anyway. This one I matched, she was terrible. Her teeth. Hey, happy Pride.
Hey, happy Pride!
She was trying to smile or some shit. She was all teeth. I think it was her first kiss. You remember your first?
I don't know why everyone's always so concerned with firsts. Also, I thought of a totally different first when you said that, but I'm not going to tell you what kind.
The hell's that mean?
Don't worry about it.
I never once given a second thought to anything you say, so get that straight.
Blah.
Well, something has to be straight in this apartment, I guess.
Ah! Except no, she just admitted she's bi.
I think Bob was
I know.
referring to Morgan. But
Yes,
she's not.
I said something in the apartment has to be straight. I'm not saying either of them.
I want to slap that guy's dumb face at the end of the date. Oh, sorry. Give me a second.
All good.
It's
But
it's
then I
the
did-
loading. It's the loading from her having to deal with the fact that she's drunk, so she has to think about it for a second.
Hooray! I did that thing.
Ah, I
And then
see
I
what
didn't
you're
even-
doing.
Yeah, beat you to it. You're getting that $5, asshole. But then I didn't even recognize him.
Also, Bubba, I love and hate your emote of Nigel Thornberry naked twerking.
The fuck?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What?
Hold on. What? That is terrible. All right, that is a thing I've seen with my eyes.
When Lanai came in, he was face down. Whole floor, blood. Just blood and paper. Couldn't turn him over. Had to preserve the scene. Just had to leave him there.
Sorry.
Sorry? I'm not sorry. I'm angry.
You seem to get angry a lot.
Somebody hand this son bitch a beer already, huh?
Oh, thanks, Bubba, for the gift sub at random, and you hit Faye Raven, so thank you.
Even anger management. You know what that's about?
Hooray! I did that thing.
Oh, okay, and then an anonymous gifter with 5 subs to the community. Thank you. Let's see who all got hit.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Earliest thread.
Hooray! I did that thing.
Oh, and
That's a fantastic name.
yes. I got
Hats off to earliest bread.
Yes.
I can see them all. Marches
I did that
Marches of
thing.
Armarande, Alevins, Sage of Blue Flames, and Kane 8602.
Well, I meant more of, I just noticed that because of the way it's programmed, it's going to keep going off with the
Hooray! I
alert
did
for
that
3 more.
thing.
Ah.
Yeah, we got 2 more Kermit dances. But yeah, no. Thank you for sharing the
Hooray! I
wealth.
did that thing.
All right, one more. Just gotta hit Kane. Come on, you can do it.
It's thinking about it real hard.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I think it's done.
All right. You ever been to anger management? You know what that's about?
Managing anger.
Keeping calm, not letting your emotions control you. I'm great at all that.
If you say so.
I do say so. With what I'm feeling most of the time, I'm a goddamn saint without calm stay. So I'm just too small. Little hole at the bottom of a big water tower. Fills up faster than it'll overdrain. If I was big, I'd trample this whole city down long, long before my anger's gone.
Tell me, Reyes, has anyone ever offered you like a bunch of imitation crab meat to walk around like Godzilla? See, I'm the only one who gets that ancient internet reference.
I was gonna say I that went over my head.
It's an ancient Craigslist ad. It's like one of the oldest, where some random guy was just like, hey, I just want some dude to come over and stomp around this model train set I have. I don't got any money, but I've got a shit ton of imitation crab meat I can give you.
Fantastic.
They didn't even seem like people from the hall. Just 2 people-shaped things, face down in blood.
Sosuke and Chopin, they were both face down.
What? Yeah.
Because Rogers was cuffing Sosuke on the ground.
Rogers, what a klutz. Guy couldn't even cuff a cow.
A cow.
I don't know, something I can't cuff easily.
A dress shirt.
Oh, what do you want? A round of applause? Everyone clap for the world's greatest,
Wordsmith?
Just shut up.
Oh, I love this bit. Persuading her to remove her shoes and socks before tossing her upstairs was the very upper limits of my patience. Making it off the floor and onto the bed is up to her. I don't care. I can sleep on my couch. I can sleep in my chair if I had to. I can fall asleep in any position, actually. It's not actually worth bragging about, especially to myself. So now a homicide detective knows where I live. Guess the address is on the business card, downside of a home office. At least it's fun to imagine how sick she'll be tomorrow, but then I just realize she'll be sick on my floor. Damn it.
Oh, damn.
Can't remember a time I got that drunk, thankfully. Can't remember a time I got that mad. And the last time I cried. Screw this, introspecting's a scam.
Damn.
I'm not nearly so flush that I can afford to waste time on it.
You know, it figures the psychopath doesn't believe in therapy. Oh my
That
god.
would imply that she believes something is wrong.
Also true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, stop smiling like that. Yes, you found a teacher's missing key card. No, you're not Sherlock Holmes. Or whatever, whoever his lawyer was. Oh, I'm sure. You're going to be the most popular kid in school overnight now. Well, I wasn't being that sarcastic. You better hope it's somewhat true. Deadline for your little club sign-up period is next week, isn't it? Actually, you'll need to find 4 members. I'm gonna be out that day. Family thing. What a face. You show everyone puppy dog eyes that pathetic? Look, if you're gonna be a lawyer, you'll need to get better at reading fine print. See, you need 5 members to found a club, but you have at least 2 students present at the qualification time, you can get an extension. I mean, even you can get 1 person to join, right? Just use that winning personality of yours. It's a family thing. I can't say no. Nothing. I didn't say anything. They must have weighed me down for other. They must have weighed me down. Damn it. They must have weighed me down over 5 times. I've been in private banks with less active security than this.
Were they private banks that had recently had a shooting?
Hey, he's all patched up. No.
Then the comparison seems flawed. Armed guards in the halls, drones outside the windows, androids standing firm in the streets, triple spectrum scans at every entrance. They really rolled out the red carpet for you this time.
If they were this concerned, why didn't they just move the trial outside of the city?
Well, one, first of all, the carpet's not red for you, it's red because that's where the body fell. Second...
Fuck you. I broke character for that. Fuck you.
I know! I couldn't help it. I had that bit in my head the second I read red carpet, and I had to use it. The district attorney said as much, but the city council overrode them.
The district attorney? You mean Miss Rockford?
Also, fuck you, Zach. Bubble laughed. I win. Miss Rockford's boss. Word of the attack yesterday is already trickling out. They can't afford a delay, or it'll look like they've been successfully intimidated.
There is such a thing as overcompensating.
Not on the stage of security theater.
Were you able to look over the DNA analysis that Sanus completed?
The report on the bindings? Yeah. Gave me a lot to think about on the ride over.
Huh?
You're looking much better.
I don't feel better. They gave me some sort of injection last night. I woke up in much more pain, but they still insisted on taking off all of my bandages.
Some sort of injection.
Sousuke consented to intravenous injection of a recovery accelerant at 9:33 p.m. last night.
You considered without knowing what it was.
I nodded. Though thought it would help me sleep. That interrogation room floor isn't exactly ideal for rest.
Spoiled brat. This is the same guy who was confidently telling me he was fine with going to jail.
What about you? Were you able to get any rest?
I slept like a rock.
Bullshit.
Eventually. Didn't even wake up when a certain unwelcome guest stumbled out the door in the early morning, thank God.
But it was an accelerant, huh? I thought there was something familiar about this discomfort. They gave it to us back in the military, on occasion. You heal up faster, but it still takes the same toll overall. Explains why I feel all my bruises are fresh. Ah, the Wolverine regen where it happens fast, but you're feeling every single cell and bone reconnect.
Mm-hmm. Why'd they wait until now to start giving Sousuke medical attention, though?
Emma must have realized it was getting a bit silly. Trying to accuse you of murdering 5 people when you looked like you'd been thrown through a windshield.
Don't worry, Sousuke. You're still handsome, even without the rugged edge that your injuries provided.
Hearing that doesn't make me happy, you know.
Baka. Then why are you blushing? It's not like you're spotless. You still have a mark under your left eye.
Oh, no, I've had that since birth.
Oh?
I was told once that it's charming. Why'd you bring it up? Is it not charming? Oh my god.
So needy.
Do I not look good? I need to know.
Thank you for clarifying that for the court, detective.
That's the
Yay,
same
Sarah
story.
gets to talk.
That was the same story he told me yesterday down in the lower wards. He and Reyes were second on the scene, so they focused on clearing the lower floors before meeting with Rogers. Good to have it on the record so I can look it over.
As for the next item on the docket, calling the defendant to testify.
Seems like it's gonna be a nothing burger.
Not entirely, Your Honor. My client waives his right to decline.
Does he now?
Sousuke, I swear.
Oh, never mind. Bye, London. Sousuke Ikaria. I'm head of personnel security at the Ikaria Financial Group. And the IFG. That's a family-run small business mom-and-pop operation, I take it? Family-run. Well, Mr. Ikaria, I feel like the court has already a strong understanding of the circumstances you found yourself in. How you were captured and tortured by these 4 known criminal associates, all of whom are now dead. How you were found standing over the body of Officer Chopin. I suppose all anyone can ask is, what do you have to say for yourself?
I feel like the torture's a mitigating circumstance already, but okay.
I can only tell you what I remember. Even if that's mostly pain. How about after the pain? How did it end? Well, usually death.
I was gonna say, with a recovery accelerant administered at 9:33 last night.
I woke up to the feeling of my blood drying on my skin.
Well, I would hope it would be there.
Familiar sensation for a head of personnel security, I assume?
Objection.
I can answer. It was a novel experience. I pulled off my blindfold and felt like I'd stepped into the desert. White flaring in my eyes, heart dumping in my temple. But I realized there was a gun in my waistband. The indicator showed it was spent. Didn't know what to make of it. Does this gun look familiar to you, Mr. Icardia? Yes, that's the same gun. Let the record show that the witness has admitted to wielding the same magus used to kill 2 of the victims.
Is this okay?
I stumbled forward towards the door. And past it, the whole room seemed red. And after that, you don't remember. Anything else you'd like to say to the court, Mr. Icaria, before we finish? There's one more thing I recall. I remember holding my sword.
So he admits it?
You remember holding your sword.
I am the bone of my sword. Sorry.
Woof. That ain't good.
Honestly, 80 probably would drop that reference. That's very interesting for you to say, Mr. Icaria.
No, I feel like if we had full, like, range of stuff that could be, like, shown, I feel like she would have pulled up the clip of Sir Patrick... Was it Patrick Stewart or Ian... Oh, yeah, it was Ian McKellen reading, I am the bone of my sword.
Yeah.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Yes!
I
Someone
think it was,
forced him to read it!
Yeah, I think it was at either like a convention or some big graduation because there was a crowd around him when he did it.
God.
And he live read the Bone of My Sword poem.
Oh my god. I know what
Actually,
I'm
no,
looking at after stream.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember. It was a book signing in somewhere in Japan. That's why I remember he was handed it.
Ah. It was on the ground, and it's important to me, so I bent over and picked it up. Do you recall the next thing you did with that sword, Mr. Icaria?
Put it away.
No. The next thing I know, I'm being transported and read my rights. I see. Your Honor, do you feel we need to continue?
The questioning?
The trial.
Ouch.
Ready to begin cross-examination at any time, Your Honor.
If you insist. Round 1, fight!
I'm sorry, now I just want to edit that into like a fucking fighting game.
I take that as a compliment.
Surely we're past round 1 by now.
Got bindings, Yoru, and Magus. Oh, I immediately see it.
Yeah, he untied his own bindings.
Nah, they were cut because of the bindings we have.
Ah. Okay, so we need to go back around to that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll circle through. Cha-cha!
Sosuke couldn't have untied his way out of his bindings. Not when they were clearly cut by something sharp.
Objecting to a statement of your own client now?
Yes,
Yeah.
have you not heard me yelling at him throughout this entire trial?
What do you mean, Morgan?
Also, robot in chat. 80 is a jury main if I had to guess.
Oh!
These pieces of cloth were recovered from the room where you were held, Sosuke, and they've very clearly been cut. You didn't struggle your way out, you cut your way out.
Yes, now that you mention it, that's right. But if I cut myself out first... Your Honor, the people ask that the defense do their testimony coaching before the trial begins from now on. As it says, this has been a colossal waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, this detail probably isn't important, right?
It's very important, Your Honor. If he used a blade to cut himself free from his bindings, that means Sosuke couldn't have gotten free. Until someone handed him a blade. Meaning that the people's theory of a daring escape mid-interrogation
Is doing just fine, thank you for asking. None of us in the court here today seriously believe this man or his memory can be taken as the truth.
You were just about to have us, like, in the court on that fact. Then forget him and just look at the bindings. They're hard, physical evidence, and they had to have been cut.
By something sharp. What do we know that fits that description?
You think it was Yoru?
His captors kept him bound in that room most of the night, then caught him from his bindings with a sword to bring him to the main room for questioning, where he turned the tables on them before slaughtering them all.
Badass.
Well, Counselor, are we done here?
Could the katana have been used to cut those bindings? Looking at the actual bindings themselves.
I feel like it couldn't have been the sword because they did the blood test. Can you pull up your phone?
Yes.
Alright, let's take a look at the
Article.
bindings real quick. Cut bindings, there it is. Forensic DNA shows sweat matches the DNA of subject A, Sosuke Cardia. Skin matches Sosuke Cardia. And subject E, Smiles Heavens Miller.
Let's see if there's anything on Yoru. Is Yoru not actually in here? Oh, Sosuke's sword. That's where it is.
Identify Makoto as Yoru, taken along with Sosuke down the lower wards. Fingerprints match the handle. Blood residue at various points of the blade match DNAs of Chopin, Miller, and Trey. I think we can counter here because Trey is on the katana, but he's not on the bindings.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Reyes.
Of course it wasn't the sword that cut those bindings. Yeah!
What do you mean?
The problem lies with the DNA. Your Honor, if we could please draw the court's attention to the forensic analysis of the bindings. You'll notice...
Your client's blood, obviously.
Yes, obviously. But upon closer inspection, you'll also see that the blood from Miller was found as well.
The poncho guy?
Who was stabbed in the throat, as the court may recall.
By your client's sword, as in no doubt still fresh in the jury's memory.
Well, how can that be, Your Honor?
What do you mean?
Is it not sharp enough? What a piece of...
How can Miller's blood have ended up on the bindings that kept my client from leaving the room in which he was held? Unless Miller was killed before my client was ever cut free.
That's...
kind of a big deal. Isn't it?
I thought so too, at least.
Here, Saris, do you want to take the crowd shouts from now on?
Sure! She's
Don't worry.
lying! That's not possible!
You thought wrong, counselor.
Oh, shut up, Makoto. Sorry.
It's true that the katana has blood from Miller's stabbing on it. And I'll admit, it's surprising to see his blood on your client's bindings.
Miller's autopsy shows he had no wounds beside the fatal puncture in his neck. So the bindings on my client have to have been intact at the time Miller died.
But those bindings didn't need to be cut before your client could kill him.
What?
If your client's wrists were left bound for questioning, and he could have stolen the gun, killed Tanks and Creek,
But how?
then picked up his sword, as he just stated in his testimony, and set to work.
So we're just going to ignore how he woke up with a gun in his waistband. You think my client was drugged and beaten before killing 4 men with his wrist bound?
Hardly impossible for a man with his talents. And there's no other explanation for why he would have cut his bindings with a sword that, as you insist, must have already been used to kill Miller.
No other explanation? Not even if he used something else to break out of confinement?
The knife. Oh, remember to max first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now that's a knife. What if my client had simply used this to break out?
What the hell is that?
Way overlooked from what I can tell.
It's a murder weapon, Your Honor. One recovered from the scene of the crime.
That knife. Yes, that's what I grasped when I first woke up. That's impossible.
What she said. There's nothing about a knife found seared to perfection in the ARC's data. Is it overcooked or seared to perfection? This knife was not found inside the building, Your Honor. I retrieved it from the alley immediately beside it.
Your android did.
Need her to submit video evidence of the entire afternoon to verify it? Doubting Thomas.
It's not the android I'd have trouble taking at their word, counselor. What forensics have been performed on it?
There are no fingerprints remaining, and the DNA present on the blood is too damaged to be of use. But I've identified at least 2 different blood typings. AB negative and B negative, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the people are, of course, interested in forensic analysis of any evidence that seems pertinent to the crime at hand. But this was retrieved from an alleyway dumpster.
A soot-filled drum near the alleyway dumpster.
From an alley in the lower wards. Without strong evidence linking it to the crime, I see no reason to entertain the idea that this is some kind of 4th murder weapon.
3rd murder weapon.
What?
The bat was post-mortem,
The point still stands.
but the pedantry doesn't.
Well, how about it, Morgie? any link between this totally not suspicious fire-broiled knife and our crime? Or should we just throw it back in the garbage? Again, it was a soot-filled drum by the garbage.
Would anyone like to see my legal assistant having licked it? I can have her pull up the video of that, too.
It doesn't contribute to the case or anything. I just think it's funny.
Of course, I have more to go on than mere proximity, Your Honor. I have proof right here that this knife was what Sousuke used to cut himself free.
Cut left finger, belts bruised otherwise. Yes, the bindings, because the blood types match Sousuke and Miller. The bindings? What of them?
They were clearly cut with something sharp.
Yes, we've been over that.
And the knife is sharp.
Oh,
Okay,
damn it,
well,
that was the
that's
wrong one. Oops. I guess the medical records?
Yeah, because I think it's the cut on his left finger.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good. Just take another look at that. See, we just got back the exact 6. We're not going for a perfect here.
Your client's medical intake record?
A little late to still be drumming up sympathy, but if there are shirtless photos in the file, I suppose I have a duty.
Why are all the androids in this world super, like, turned on by Sousuke? It's kind of weird. I'm not against it.
Didn't you realize that the data that's been uploaded into our file is based on the Eurocentric beauty standards of the time? Therefore...
Touche, Sarah. Touche.
There are.
What? I did not remove my shirt for...
If I may please direct the court's attention to one specific item. I also just want to point out what I named the stream this episode, which was Sarah's Back Tattoo Odyssey. Slight laceration found on left hand.
What do you mean slight? Like a paper cut?
More like a cutting board accident. Neither paints a very gallant picture.
But if he had a cut on his finger when he was first arrested...
Then it must have been sustained around the time of his escape. Like when he was using a knife to cut himself out of bindings while blindfolded.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even a master swordsman can nick himself on his blade every now and then. His katana...
Was found with a lot of blood on it, yes? But none of it his own.
True.
She is correct. Yoru was thoroughly tested and found to have blood residue matching Miller, Trey, and Officer Chapin.
But not one drop of Sousuke's. Meanwhile, we have a knife right here, ready to be submitted into evidence and studied under every microscope the state can find. That just so happens to have Sousuke's exact blood type on the tip.
AB negative? That blood type...
Doesn't match anyone else in this case's full file except for Sousuke. What? I do blood type fortune telling.
That is so obscure that yes, I 100% believe that, AD.
So I have a hobby. Shoot me. 2 shots. Right to the base of my skull.
Counselor Morgan, perhaps you might grace us with your formal request.
No, first I want to honor the humble request of the judge. Just let me pull out my gun.
Is there anybody in the jury that still has a gun on them? No.
I'll
I
take
mean,
anyone in the
London's here,
gallery.
he probably could.
Actually, no. Reyes, if you're still here, you owe me a favor for letting you crash. I call for this knife to be submitted into the record and forensically analyzed as quickly and thoroughly as possible. Because I believe it is the murder weapon that actually ended Miller's life.
Huh?
A knife to the neck.
Would be much easier to pull off than using the very tip of a sword.
I've been saying that for 6 streams now.
I'd, hypothesize.
First time you actually helped me with this case, Sousuke. Thank you. Nice recovery.
Perfect Ikemi.
In other words, then, you're asking for the medical examiner to reevaluate whether this knife might be a better fit for the wound in Miller's neck?
Yeah. Did you just repeat what she said, but slightly rephrased? A conversational tactic to surpass Metal G.
Metal Gear.
It's worth repeating, Your Honor. Because the people understand the full weight of what this knife implies. It can overturn this entire case in an instant depending on what Sato finds. Emma's repeating what I said because she's stunned. I just flashed her my hand, and it was 1 card away from a full house.
The people have no objections, Your Honor. This trial requires that we fully examine this new piece of evidence.
Cool. So does someone have her number? Is there a group chat room for everyone who works for the government, or...
Dr. Sato is already on her way.
So there is a group chat, and I'm not in it.
She'll begin the examination as soon as she arrives.
I was wondering how cursed a group chat with 80 would be.
Oh god, she would spam it constantly.
Guess we just slack off until she's done then.
It occurs to me, Your Honor, that we ought to thoroughly examine why this possibly critical piece of evidence was not found during the police's investigation.
The investigation and preservation of this crime scene was a joint effort between the police and Sionis Security.
Then perhaps our next witness can shine a light on the source of this deficiency. Oh boy, we're finally going to get Han in here. Adelaide Han, site manager at Sionis Security. I served as supervisor for the scene of the crime in case 356319-B.
Wow. Can I call you lady?
Ah, babe, what should I call you, though?
Well, you can keep calling me babe or...
Happy Pride.
You address
Even for
the adjutant.
androids.
You address the adjutant as Your Honor.
Awfully cold name for such a hot... Oh, damn. Emma said enough with the flirting.
No, Emma's like, if I don't get to flirt across this courtroom, no one does.
Why the hell wasn't this knife found sooner? Well, I hate to throw a business partner under the bus, but... we at Sionis Security maintain the perimeters and stand watch over secured scenes. It's the cops who do the searching and flagging. You'd have to ask them why they didn't go dumpster diving.
She's got a point. It was a drum.
Oh, by the way, are we still good on time?
It's got like 8 minutes.
Okay, just wanted
Okay.
to be sure.
Yeah, like 7-8 minutes.
All right. The police aren't your business partners, though, are they? I don't understand the question, Your Highness. Sionis Security is a cell corporation owned by FIC Holdings, an offshore rebranding and effective pseudonym for Kim Acquisitions. Ah, like Hana Kim. AKA the heart of the criminal organization operating in the lower wards that is commonly referred to as the Blue Blood Mafia. If you say so. Sounds like it's above my pay grade. Permission to treat the witness as hostile. And then it's just a scene from Batman Begins. I'll show you, you hostile. Pulls out gun.
Can I get popcorn first?
Do you know why the state cooperates with the Blue Bloods to this degree? Why you're allowed to run your businesses and manage your petty fiefdoms? Petty fiefdoms? How about this is a free country and we're loyal, capitalist, tax-paying entrepreneurs? You got your own explanation? It's because you're insignificant.
Damn.
Well, man, even Morgan's like, oh boy. Neither you nor your organization are on trial here today. That's not a favor, it's not a show of respect. It's just reality. The state is slow to shift its priorities. You aren't the focus of this investigation.
Damn.
But if you impede this trial's progress by dodging questions and playing stupid, you'll find that the state shifts its attention to your neck very fast.
I'm starting to see what Reyes meant by comes from money.
You got questions for me then? I think this is a good place to
Yeah,
stop.
I was about to say, that's the perfect place to save. Alright, let me do a quick... Where are you? Savey save.
Got questions
left.
for me? Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Alright, let me throw up the break screen while you guys tell people where they can find you, and I find somebody for us to raid. I think I know who.
You can find me at twitch.tv and YouTube at ZakuDuo, Twitter, Blue Sky, all that. Still doing the Gundam daily stuff. We just started getting reveals for the next big set that's coming out in July. It's the anniversary set, so a lot of things are coming that'll be hopefully shifting in the game's favor. A lot of new stuff, so definitely check those out.
That it?
Yeah.
Well, you can find me all over the internet as Tixtixel. And in an hour, you can find me over at my channel for some more Lost in the Found. And then coming up this week, I think genuinely the only thing I have coming up in this next week is on Sunday we're doing, unless I'm mistaken, we're doing some more of Those Who Wander. So D&D tonight, and then D&D not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after.
And yeah, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Blue Sky and YouTube at BurnoutVaughn, over on Patreon at Burnout's Bar. And unless I'm mistaken as well, probably only Those Who Wander coming up on this Sunday as well. Unless I do something throughout the week. I'm possibly seeing what might happen. And I've been being pulled into a lot of Minecraft streams lately, so keep an eye out for that if you like blocks. But speaking of those Minecraft streams, we may as well go celebrate someone who just got affiliate. Our good friend, one Punky _O_O, who will be in the Lost and the Found soon. So,
Yeah.
let's raid to them. What should our raid message be?
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Happy Pride. All right.
Happy
Thank you all
Pride.
for coming out. Yeah. Thank you all for coming out. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time. Thank you. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy.